for your husband. He just left. I'm surprised you missed it.
Look, I know Lee isn't here, Rod. I've got to talk to you. That's why I came here.
Sorry.
Please, Rod, I'm in trouble.
No, lady, you're not in trouble. You are trouble. I thought I made that clear to you.
Yeah, I got the message. I guess I got it wrong. I thought I'd finally met one guy who thought of me as a human being instead of a set of measurements. Thought if I yelled help, you might actually listen. My dreamer.
Hey. Okay, what is it?
Forget it.
No, tell me.
Well, he's been drinking a lot lately. You must have noticed.
Yeah, and you're afraid he's going to come home loaded and take it out on you, huh? Or has he already?
The least of my worries is a black eye.
What is it?
I've seen my husband drinking before. If he keeps it up long enough, anything goes. I mean, anything. Like if he got mad enough, he could hurt someone bad. I've seen him that mad. I've seen Lee sit and curse Ann Howard an hour running. He said if she ever came back, he'd...
And now he's back to that.
Except for one difference. This time she's here. I'm scared, Rod. I'm plenty scared.
Sandy, maybe you ought to call the police.
He's my husband. I'm not going to turn him in. That's why I came to you.
What can I do?
Maybe you could just talk to him. Try to get him to cool down.
It's not going to work. I'm the last one in the world he'd listen to. You know that.
You could make him listen.
Now, like I made Joe Chernock listen.
That wasn't your fault.
No, and this isn't going to be anybody's fault. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry, Sandy. If you want a cop, you're going to have to call a real one.
Would you like me to go sit down somewhere?
I don't know what to say. I mean, what do you say to a piece of granite?
I don't think you have to say anything. Just be here.
Sometimes I forget how my mother looked. I mean, I know how she looked, but I just can't see her. Up here.
Nobody I loved ever died.
Before, I always felt that I could reach out and touch her. Now she seems a million years away. You know, when I first went to Grandfather's house, he had an album for me. It was pictures of my mother at her wedding, when Rod and I were little kids.
He never showed it to me.
I didn't take it. I'm sorry now I didn't. You never saw her.
Well, I've seen that portrait that hangs in your grandfather's living room.
That's not her. Not really. That's a young girl I never met, with a smile that I never saw, frozen in pain. I wish you would have known her.
You think she would have liked me?
I know she would have loved you. Some people thought she was cold. But if she loved you, she could make you feel that you were the whole world. She had her moods. When I was a kid, she wouldn't just read to me from a book. She'd make up stories. And if we played games, it was something she invented. I guess it had to be exciting for her, too. That's the kind of person she was, up or down, no in-betweens. She either loved you or hated you. I'm glad you made me come.
I am too.
I can see her a little clearer now. Mom? This is Rita. Hey.
What? What's Stephen doing out here?
I don't know. should say hello.
He doesn't look much in the mood for company.
Well, that makes two of us. We better not bother.
Stephen,
Hello.
what are you doing here?
I came out to check on your father's headstone. It should be ready in a few weeks.
You didn't have to.
Well, I know I didn't, but I wanted to take care of it anyway. I've made all the arrangements. You don't have to worry about a thing.
Well, I don't know quite what to say.
Well, I wanted to. Let's just leave it at that.
The expense.
Anne,
Stephen, I don't understand. Are you as thoughtful as this with all your clients?
no?
Then why me?
Well, you're more than just a client. Besides, you can't handle the expense I can. I've got to get back to the office. You coming?
No, I'll stay here a while. Stephen, if you found out something about me or my father or anything, you'd tell me, wouldn't you?
Of course I would.
But I didn't. I couldn't. How could I say what I felt? No facts, no evidence, just feeling. I couldn't even say why I was there. I mean, I just couldn't get it out. She knew. Something. Something was wrong or strange by my being there.
Stephen.
Betty, I can't understand it. A man dies, a man I never saw alive, never spoke to. And I can't get him out of my mind.
You're just tired.
I was drawn down there. I had to go. And then I just stood. Stood staring at a plot of ground. And thinking.
About what?
Nothing, that's just it, nothing. Nothing I could explain or rationalize. All my life I've been able to fit things into a column. What I couldn't explain, I could rationalize. What I couldn't rationalize, I could dismiss. Charts and graphs and facts. They were the substance of life. Premonitions, intuitions, they were for detective stories. But now, why did I have to attend his funeral? Make all the arrangements, buy his headstone.
Because no one else would have. You said yourself Anne couldn't afford it.
She could afford something, anything. At least it would have come from her, his family. Or I could have lent her the money, anything. Why can't I get Brian Colby out of my mind?
Stephen, let it rest.
No, he's part of it.
Part of what?
The past. A link to the past. Part of whatever my mother and Martin Peyton are keeping from me.
No, Stephen, you're feeling for Anne, not her father.
I know what I feel. I just don't know why.
Stephen, I know this sounds cruel, but forget him. He's gone.
Oh, how can you forget a man you never met? How can you remember a man you never met? Betty, we'll find the answer. We'll find it. If I didn't have you to hang on to, if you weren't the one column in my life that never changed, I don't know what walls I'd be climbing. You're... Oh, what is it? Oh, Betty, what is it?
No, Stephen, not now. Please, not now.
Rod.
No.
Rod!
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
You're ready, of course, to accept the consequences.
Yes, I'm ready now.
Bring me the phone, Mrs. Gone.
You wouldn't.
I would and I will.
I thought we could pool our information.
Allies against the Peyton house.
We could fight Martin Peyton. The two of us together.
Are you calling me? If that's the way you want it. You know, it's about time somebody messed up that pretty face of yours.